Very good afternoon, all the students of 6th standard. 1 minute. We are learning the fourth lesson of our history, that is the Vedic civilizations. Page number 17 is going. So, what is there? Yesterday we have studied about the importance and the lifestyle, agricultural, animal husbandry, economic and social life of the Vedic civilizations. How the cow were highly prized there. Cows were used as a means of exchange during the time of Vedic civilization. So now they used the horses also to for their carrots, for the chariots there, and horsepower is unit of measuring the power or the work, the rate at which the machine or engine is done its work, that is measured in horsepower. So next, during this period, there were four varnas. During the Vedic civilization, there were four varnas were there. They were Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Like in this way, four varnas were there. Brahmin, first one; Kshatriya is second one; Vaishya, that is third one; and fourth one, that is Shudras. So in the society, more important for the varnas there. Brahmin were the first status they got in the society there. Kshatriya is second. There's the responsibility of to protect the empire or the kingdom. It is in the hand of the Kshatriyas there. Brahmin's responsibility, that is to look after the religious matters. Vaishyas, that is for the trading or the business, and Shudra, that is neglected work from the society or from the villages. It was handed over to the Shudras there. Varna was determined by the occupation of the people. Varna system. Four Varnas were there: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. And these four Varnas were determined, were considered on the basis of the occupation of the people. What kind of occupation is there? What kind of work is there of the people? On the basis of the work of the people, on the basis of their job, Varna was determined or fixed there. In the latter period, the Varnas came to be determined on the basis of the birth. First of all, this was there on the basis of the occupation, but later in the Vedic period, Varnas were determined on the basis of the birth of that living birth of the human beings there, in which caste and the community he was born. On the basis of that, his varnas depend there. Before that, varnas were depend on the occupation, what kind of work he was doing. On the basis of that, varnas were there. But after that, in the latter part of the Vedic period, varnas were depend on the birth of that person. So varnas were determined on the basis of the birth. This gave rise to the caste system. This gave rise to the caste system because they start to be recognized varnas on the basis of the birth. Then this thing gave rise to the caste system. Now caste system became dominant at that time. Slowly it became dominant. The caste system lead to the inequality in the society, and due to the caste system, what happened that they started the inequality in the society. It lead toward the inequality. People start to be divided on the basis of the caste there. Inequality there. Unity, whatever the unity was there, that unity was start to be collapsed because of the caste system. On the basis of the caste, society was divided there. Dividation of the society, dividation in a group there, so in a village also dividation is there, in a community also dividation is there. Because of on the basis of the caste, those who are belonging in a Brahman, that Varna there, they were living in another side of the village. More status for them. Kshatriya in another side of the village. Shudras in another, means Vaishyas in another side, and Shudras were in another. Like in this division, and more status in the society for the Brahman and Kshatriya there. So it is a caste system brings the inequality in the society. During the Vedic period, certain notions about leading an ideal life had become well established. During the Vedic period, what happened there? Certain roles, certain behaviors leading into ideal life became an important, or it became well established or set up that ideal life. Example, they set up there were 4 stages or 4 ashramas for ideal lifestyle. Finest example or excellent lifestyle of to which we can call as an ideal example of lifestyle. For that, they set up some of the example that 4 varnas, there were the 4 stages of the lifestyle, or the 4 varnas were there. 4 ashramas. Varnas, that is the Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. These were the 4 varnas in the society. For the ideal lifestyle, 4 stages were there, or the 4 ashramas were there. They fixed the 4 ashramas for the finest example of ideal life in a society there. 4 ashramas there were. There were the 4 ashramas, or the 4 stages were there of the life there. So there were the 4 stages or 4 ashramas from the birth to death, and these are 4 stages of life, or these 4 ashramas of life from the birth to death. Finest example of the life which we get through the society. That finest examples started from our birth to the death. The first ashrama was the Brahmacharya ashram. The first ashrama, that is the Brahmacharya ashram. Brahmacharya ashram. By the word we can get the meaning Brahmacharya. One who not mix into the family relations there. Brahmacharya. So Brahmacharya ashram, or the period of staying with the Guru to learn from him. In the Brahmacharya ashram, the student or the disciple, he was living with the Guru or near the Guru to get the knowledge, to learn from him. They were living with the Guru or in Guru ashram, that in a forest that. And in the Brahmacharya ashram, they get the knowledge from their Guru, that they learn from the Guru. That is, we call that the first part of their life after the birth, when they become a little bit, then start to understand from 4 or 5 years, from their birth to up to the 25 years of their age, is considered as the first part of life, that is the Brahmacharya ashram. Next stage after the successful completions of the Brahmacharya ashram was the Grihastha ashram. The period from the 25 to 50 years, from the birth to 25, it is the Brahmacharya ashram. From the 5 years to 25 years, they were going near the Guru, living in a Guru's ashram, and they received the education or knowledge from them. That is up to 25 years, Brahmacharya ashram. From 25 years to the 50 years, that is a Grihastha ashram. Grihastha ashram means to live family life, to live a married life. It was expected that during this period a man would carry out his duties toward his family and society with the help of his wife. In the Grihastha ashram, it is believed that, or it is considered that, a man would carry out his performance, a man would carry out his duties, his tasks related with his family or related with the society with the help of his wife. That is a Grihastha ashram. After the marriage, what the life is there of the man, that life is considered or called as a Grihastha ashram. That is the period from 25 years to the 50 years of his life. He was living in a Grihastha ashram, looking after the family, responsibility of his family, their societies. With his wife, he was looking after all the things. That is the Grihastha ashram, we can call that. The third stage was a Vanaprastha ashram. The third one stage was a Vanaprastha ashram. The period of the Vanaprastha ashram was considered, that is 50, from the 50 years to the 75 years. From 50 years to the 75 years, this period, this 25 years period is considered as the period of Vanaprastha ashram. Vanaprastha ashram means living a retired life. Whatever the responsibility is there of the families, that responsibility should hand over to the next generations, to our son on their shoulders, and to guide them. So when a man was expected to detach himself from the household, retire to a solitary place and lead a very simple life. He was retired from the family and lived a simple life. So later, alone, that started to live that in the family, just to be guide to our children that in their lives. This was called as a Vanaprasthashram, living a retired life, hand over all the responsibility of the families to the next generations, to all the children, and to be guide them and to live a simple life, retired life. In our home also we can see our grandfather, grandmother, they are retired life they are living, relaxation. So living a retired life, that we can see into the Vanaprasthashram. And the last stage or the fourth stage of the ashramas was that the sannyasashram. Sannyashi, you know, the sannyasashram, leaving all things, all the families, relatives, all the bondages, family bondages, by leaving that to go in a forest and to live like sages or the sadhu. At this stage, convention was to renounce all the relations, that to leave all the relations and lead a life in order to understand the meaning of the human life. And they are living in the forest, doing the meditation, penance, tapasya they are doing, and they are trying to understand the meaning of the life. What is the meaning of the life? And they are not. It is supposed that in a sannyasashram they should not be stay in one place. They should be roam in a forest, not to settle down, not to stay in one place. So leaving a renounce, they renounce means what is that? They leave the family life. They went in a forest and they tried to understand the meaning of the life through the meditation, through the tapasya, and they were roaming in the forest. Means not settled down in one place. From one village to another village, they are just traveling continuously, going there. That is become called as a sannyasashram. Everything they left and they go into the forest there. So in this way, 4 ashramas were there. And along with that, we have seen that society was divided into the 4 varnas: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Brahman, that is religious matter, they look after that, to guide, to teach them. Kshatriyas, to be protect our state or kingdom, to look after the protection of our peoples, that is to use the weapons. It is the responsibility of the Kshatriya that to protect the people's life. Vaishya, that is to do the trading business there, to provide all the things necessary, commodities their business. That is Vaishya, that Shudras, leftover work from the society or the villages, the community there. That was look after the Shudras. Like in the society were divided into the 4 varnas, and along with that 4 varnas, 4 ashramas were there: Brahmacharya ashram, Grihastha ashram, after that Vanaprastha ashram, and Sannyasa ashram. The period of each ashrama was considered, in according to the Hindu religion, the period of each ashrama was considered as 25 years. In this way, we have studied this one. When we will come tomorrow, then tomorrow we will study about the religious ideas. So thank you very much.